Hi, my name's Brad Lazarus from GoliathSourcingAcademy.com, and here's just a short video on 5 ideas on how to boost your productivity. Now, whether you're a property professional or in any other line of work, your level of productivity is critical to your success. Now, you can often find yourself lost in a sea of busy work and suddenly realize there's no time left in the day. Sometimes you can't even see any real output from your day. Now, if this is something that you can relate to, there are some simple tips and techniques that you can employ to boost your productivity and improve your time management. Time is your most valuable asset. You need to use it well. So before we get into these 5 tips, here are 3 tips in regards to your mindset before we get into these techniques. First, don't overload. Putting pressure on yourself to get everything done is not going to make you more productive. You can easily slip into a feeling of feeling overwhelmed and your productivity levels will seriously dip. Be sensible about how much you can achieve and work through each task. Avoid going into reactive mode. Another way you lose time become less productive is by going into what I call reactive mode. By this we mean picking up phone calls, answering emails, basically responding to other people's needs and agendas and working to their schedule instead of your own. Now you need to avoid these distractions so that you can concentrate on your own goals. And thirdly, learn to say no. This is a hard one for lots of people, as it can be nice when someone asks for some of your time and your help. Now, whether it is giving someone half an hour to help them with a problem or having a chat that isn't work related, you need to be strict and learn to say no. Working for yourself will suddenly change your outlook, as your paycheck now depends on how productive you are with your time. Okay, so let's look at these 5 productivity boosting techniques. First up is track what you do. Now, it can be too easy to concentrate on getting tasks done and not reflect on where your time is actually being spent and what tasks you're doing. So to understand the time-consuming activities better, you need to track what you're doing. So for 2 weeks, record what you do. Use a blank piece of paper and plot out where your time is going. On the paper, put the days of the week across the top and half-hour segments down the side on the y-axis. Set your alarm for every half hour and at each interval add your activity to the tracking sheet. You can download a template of this tracking sheet from the Productivity Getting Started kit. Now, after 2 weeks, review your time tracking sheet to see where your time is being spent. Now, people incorrectly think that multitasking gets things done quicker. In fact, it usually has the complete opposite effect, as you're splitting your attention all over the place and not actually getting the task completed. So avoid trying to multitask. Now, you can get the Boost Your Productivity Getting Started kit I mentioned by going to GoliathSourcingAcademy.com/upgrade02. That's GoliathSourcingAcademy.com upgrade02. So let's look at the second one, which is use the Pomodoro technique. Now, the Pomodoro technique is a great way to keep your mind focused on one particular task. What you do is you set yourself 25 minutes to complete a task without any distractions. Use the stopwatch on your phone to time the 25 minutes. When the time is up, you'll find that you've been concentrating more effectively on the task at hand. Have a quick break at each 25-minute interval and start again with the same approach. Now, it sounds really simple and it actually works. You will see that you're less tempted to read email that just pinged into your email inbox or be tempted to quickly browse your Facebook feed. You'll see straight away that those 25-minute sectors are being used much more efficiently. Thirdly, Parkinson's law. Now, stop thinking that you always need more time. Parkinson's law states that work will expand to fill the allocated time. Now, we work more productively when we have less time to complete tasks. Think about the day before you go on holiday, how much work you can get done, how productive you are. If you could work like that every day, how productive could you actually be? Number 4 is Covey's framework. Now, using frameworks and systems are a really effective way to free up time. Now, Stephen Covey's time management matrix is an excellent example of how framework can help to boost productivity. Covey's matrix basically helps you to prioritize key tasks. By drawing 4 quadrants, you can split your tasks in order of importance and urgency. So here is a simple image to give you an idea, but you can download the full template in the Getting Started kit. So using this matrix, put each of the tasks from your to-do list into the relevant quadrant. The items that are not urgent but important are things like your long-term strategy and preparation. You don't need it immediately, but it is still highly important. Now, number 5 and finally is utilize outsourcing opportunities. Now, one way that you can save huge amounts of your own time is by utilizing the opportunity to outsource some of your tasks. If your own hourly value is over £50, for example, you shouldn't be performing tasks that are worth less than this. There are so many jobs that can be outsourced, so employing a virtual assistant or paying freelancers to deliver some of your tasks will give you lots of time back. It can take time to set up the systems and processes, but in the long run, it can be hugely beneficial. So as mentioned before, you can get your own copy of the Boost Your Productivity Getting Started kit by going to goliathsourcingacademy.com/upgrade02. Now, by adopting these 5 productivity techniques, you will soon start to see your productivity levels soar. They are fairly simple yet very effective techniques, so make sure you give them a go. So for more property deal sourcing strategies, tactics and tips, listen to the goliathsourcingacademy.com podcast at goliathsourcingacademy.com. That's goliathsourcingacademy.com.